Well, our next guest is a culinary rock star that can be seen on the Food Network, and he certainly knows a thing or seven about great tasting food when it comes to cutting-edge cuisine. He is a great go-to guy. Joining us from New York City is Guy Fieri, who talks about his new cookbook, Guy Fieri Family Food, that's packed with terrific recipes. Guy, welcome back to Virginia this morning, my man.
You're a good man, Greg. You're a good man. And yeah, how do I have to end up in New York to make it all the way down to Richmond? But we'll talk about that later. I think I have to come down there and we got to do this next time.
Come on down 95, man. Come on down 95. Hey, congratulations on this new cookbook, my man.
What do you think? What do you think? You know, it didn't even really, I got to be honest with you, Greg, didn't really even start out as a cookbook. It really kind of started as a, like a how-to manual for my son. My son Hunter was getting ready to go off to college to UNLV. And I was just talking to him about, like, okay, when you're home and you're cooking something, make a little extra, and then you have some. You see how I do it for you guys, you know, sure. Explaining it about how I cook for my wife and my son Ryder. And I said, so I'll make a pork roast, but I'll make two. Then you take that extra pork roast, not leftovers. Leftovers is not a good word in my world. But some leftover, repurposed, and you can make it into other dishes. Now you got it. You can make a burrito. You can make a pork sandwich. You can use it for breakfast fries. And so we kind of had this little thing going where I was showing him these techniques. And I talked to my publisher, and she said, "What have you been cooking at home?" And I said, "Well, I'm getting Hunter ready to go to school." And she said, "Well, tell me about it." And she said, "That's what the Fieris eat?" She goes, "Let's do a book about that." And so that's really what this is. Some single pan dishes like this teriyaki shrimp lo mein, some repurposed dishes where you take succotash and the basmati, put them together, a little panko breadcrumb, make these pea patties, nice little appetizer. Taking some of the pork and some of the basmati and putting it into a jalapeno popper. So there's just a lot of really creative dishes on their own, but then some other opportunities about how to utilize them the next day or so down the road.
Guy, you're always on the move, but one thing that's very critical to you is spending time with the family. How do people do that these days when everybody's so busy?
Well, I'm going to tell you, this is a great way to do it because everybody loves to eat, so we know that's the truth. Now we take that, get the kids involved in the kitchen. My kid, Ryder, does not want to stand over here and peel a potato. He wants to be right here. He wants to saute. Give me the tongs, you know, get him the step stool, and he gets right in the thick of things. They want to do what we do. And so I think a great way to get some time with the family is in the kitchen, cooking the food, and let the kids feel that success. Cooking is a life skill that kids need to have. The book shares a lot of it. People say, are they family, you know, kid-friendly recipes? Without question. A lot of great flavor, a lot of great pictures to work from so people can understand where they're going. I think you'll dig it.
Guy, always a pleasure to see you on our show, and we wish you well with the cookbook, my man.
Thanks a lot, Greg. You take care, brother.
You got it, and come on down to Virginia. Guy Fieri's cookbook is now available. What a great interview.